Hello, everyone. Let's see. Welcome to our first Tutorial Tuesday. Trying to make that thing happen. Let's see, does that work? Perfect. Couldn't start at 5 today. There was quite a bit of technical issues trying to get this live stream onto our Facebook group. If you guys don't know, my name is Chris Pontino. I am the Minister of Media, Marketing, and Communications, as the title says there. But today is Tutorial Tuesday. I'm trying to do this. We announced this on Sunday that what I'm trying to do is trying to go live every Tuesday and just do some tutorials. We get to hang out here. I did mention that I will be doing a tutorial of our website today, so that's what you can expect from us today. I do see that I'm having some issues with the chat here because Facebook does not like to play nice. So if you are watching on Facebook and trying to comment, this is how you show up today. So that's not going to be 100% fun. I got to figure out why that's happening and how to correct that on our Facebook group, because when we do this on Sundays, they seem to work out pretty well. As we can see, Nazira is here from YouTube, so we can bring that in and we can see that she's there in her comment. So that's cool. Would like that to, let me make that a little bigger. So for today, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. If you guys have any comments from Facebook, go ahead and put it in. Maybe type your name in there as well, just so I know who you are and I can say what's up. And thanks for hanging out with us. Us as in me. So let's see. Let me get this off here. Perfect. Cool. So Tutorial Tuesdays. What's going on with that? I've been trying to develop this over the last year, or no, since 2021, since the beginning of the year. Just trying to go on because as things are changing, as we start developing new things, we've done a lot of things online and trying to find different ways to connect with people, with one another, and with our community around our church. It's, the learning curve is kind of steep if you don't really know what you're doing. So I did want to go over the website today and just see every little part and kind of tell you where we're at, why we're at where we're at, and just how can we, what are the next steps, I guess, because we are opening this Sunday for our first outdoor service of the year, and it does look a little different. We are requiring everyone who wants to attend to register from our website. So we're gonna need some help there. Let me change my music here. Hopefully it's better. Give me a thumbs up or something. Cool. I got a cool from Facebook. So as you guys can see down here, Facebook isn't playing very nicely. They should be putting your username and everything in there, just like Nazira. See, from YouTube, we can tell she's from YouTube and have her on there. So if you guys comment, just leave your name in there too, so I can acknowledge you. But as I was saying, the Facebook isn't playing nicely and all that stuff. And on our website, we are registering. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough and see all the different parts, because I think as we've been moving pretty fast and developing new things, without the time to be able to get together and help everyone walk through it, I think, a lot of us will get lost, and, that's no fun. So today we're going to try to go through the website. Let's see if we can make this work here. Boom. Cool. So we got our picture-in-picture right here, and I'll show you the website. This is it right here, sacmetro.info. I think I'm going to, so we have two different things. Okay, so we have sacmetro.info. You can also go to if I could spell, .church, and it will redirect you here. We do have both domain names, and I think sacmetro.church makes a lot more sense. I know a lot of people are used to .com, but so there's been a lot of developing little tags like .com, .info, .church. All these things have been developing over the last few years because the .com space has been, it's been getting smaller and smaller with everyone moving online. So they do have the .church. I forgot what it's called, subdomain or something like that. Not subdomain. That's not right. But the little tag there, and I think it works well for churches. Hopefully no one's going to take a .church domain, and so we get that, and I think it's just easier just to say our name is we are the Sac Metro Church, and our website is sacmetro.church, right? So in the beginning, as we were building this website and using the platform that we're using to build our website, there was a few things we were considering. So like one is ease of use, right? Like we didn't want to have to depend on any one person. Like right now, it's just me doing some of this stuff. And we wanted to be able to hand it over pretty easily without a lot of web developing skills. And so we were trying to look at the ease of use for building our website and managing that. Also, we realized we have two very different audiences when it comes to our website, right? We have our membership, our membership of the church. We try to get information. There's different things like signing up for different things. So there's a use case for that. But then there's also those who've never met us before, and they're not trying to get into the ins and outs of our church, really. They just want to see like, hey, am I going to fit here? What time's your service? What's your address? All that good stuff. And they'll probably quickly browse, like who we are and stuff like that. So it's a very different use case there, and very different audience. And they're probably not looking to see, all the nitty gritties of the church, right? Like, do you have specialized ministries or anything like that? They just pretty much want the basics, and then they're off to the races, and then hopefully we see them at church. So we are using this platform, and our sacmetro.info website is hosted on a web-based platform. So it's not an app, but it functions like an app. So if you have used your mobile device to try to access our website, you can see like it feels very much like an app, and it's designed that way on purpose. As times have been changing, and we find more and more people are viewing websites on their mobile phones and mobile devices. We've learned that we have to build our websites with mobile first, thinking about that use case first, right? Because everyone's usually like on the go or whatever. You're not technically going to come across our church while you're sitting at your computer at home. So we need to figure out how are we going to build that, right? And I'm not like super, my web developing skills is not like that great. I'm moving my frame. That's not good. Yeah, so I'm not that great as a web developer. I just, I've dabbled and I've learned some things, and I know enough to get us by. But being able to manage things and code things in there, that everything that we need for our church, I don't have that time to really build those skills and build these things out as fast as we need to. So this platform that we're using, it's Nucleus Church. It pretty much gives us all of what we have and the functionality of doing forms, signups, and being able to gather the information, organize it, and then send it out. That was like one of the biggest things. So it's a very active website, very active web platform. And it's super easy. Like if you wanted to learn, it's a drag and drop process, so there's not any coding involved. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so this is our website. This is what it looks like, and it's not like super fancy, and we don't have like all kinds of animations or anything. It's just what we need, to have our church and to function as a church and get the information that we need to out. We're not trying to build the greatest website ever in the world. I don't think we have the money or manpower, and time to really get in that space when we're just the neighborhood church trying to reach the world from Sacramento, right? So yeah, so this is pretty much it. You'll see our navigation bar right here. If you hover over, you can see all the different parts. We have these parts down here. We have these are buttons, or also called cards. This card or button is the featured card, and so we can put whatever we're going to feature there. So we have our live stream there. So once we are live on Sundays or on Wednesdays, you can just click here and takes you straight to the page. And I have a little image here. And right now, this button will take you to our sermons on YouTube. Takes you to our YouTube channel. But on Sunday, this will say watch live on YouTube. And when you click it, it will take you straight to the live stream on YouTube, which is awesome. So I'm going to go back. You can either click here or click home. So I'll just click here just so you see that it works on the logo right here. So we're back to our home page, and I'll go through the other buttons that we have. So we have the I'm New button. This is like our digital connect card. So if you have a friend who's visiting, or someone who's new, we want to start promoting this. So when you click on that, it goes to a form. Just a little blurb of, just saying, hey, welcome to our church. We are the Sac Metro Church, pretty much. And asking people to just leave, some brief info about themselves and how they found out about our church. And that will trigger a email going to our website admin, aka myself, and we'll be able to communicate with whoever filled out the form, which is nice. A lot of churches are using digital connect cards. It's the same as like a welcome table or something like that. So we have the digital space to do that. That when we're back in service, or back in person, it will work hand in hand. So someone can fill out the digital connect card, or we'll have maybe a welcome table we can do as we build in the future, or even like printed cards that can take you to the digital connect card, or you just fill it out, take it to the welcome table to say hello and meet some people. So the digital connect card is a great way for new people, guests to our church, to fill out, and it's non-confrontational. That's a word that I like to use when we're thinking about reaching to people nowadays, right? Nobody wants to be bombarded with a bunch of questions and prying into your life, and you just checking out our church, right? So we have a digital connect card to help with that. Let's see, another page that we have. Right next to that, we have our outdoor service registration. So that's where we want all of you who want to attend our in-person outdoor service. You will need to register here. So I'll go ahead and click on that. Well, before I do that, let me just show you a few more pages so we don't have to go through each one. We have our volunteer opportunities page, and this right here will populate all the different opportunities as we go along of how you can sign up to serve. So just look there. There'll be different buttons for you to press for different events. We have our calendar and announcements. So that's a page that gets a lot of traffic as people are trying to figure out the schedule. Is it congregational midweek this week, or is it family group midweek this week? So all of that good stuff will be there. We also have a page for prayer requests where you can You can leave your prayer requests, and it's a form that you fill out and gets sent over so that I can look at it or a real person can look at it. And there's a place there if you want your prayers to be prayed for privately, or if you want us to post it. And when I get to that section, I'll show you what it looks like. So you can leave a prayer and you can take a prayer to pray for someone else. It's really cool. We have our giving page here next, and that has some information on giving here at Sac Metro and what that looks like. And there's also another button down here. If you see at this very bottom, it shows up on your mobile device as well as your desktop. So right now I'm on a desktop, so this is what it looks like. But if you click that, it will trigger our giving flow, because we use a company called Rebel Give to handle all of our online giving, which is great, because when you get to this section, the giving flow, it walks you through the entire thing, which is awesome. Right? There's no questions. You can't get lost, really. So how much would you like to give? You'll put that in there, and okay, we'll just put $1, and so it walks you through every step, right? Which fund did you want to give to, right? General tithes and offerings, our Hope Worldwide. For our Hope Sundays, you have 2021 missions, benevolence. We have facilities here for our community groups who are renting our building, and so this is how they're also using this to, pay for their rent and stuff like that. So a really cool platform that handles all of this for us, and we're really grateful for that. And so a lot of other stuff that goes into online giving, and you can talk to Mike Scott on our board of directors. He was dealing with those things, and we went through learning about how all this stuff works, so that we can choose the best platform for our church. And I think we're very happy with Rebel Give. So that's awesome. And then let me scroll back down to contact us, just a general contact us page. I'll just go through these really quickly. So if you have any questions, okay, let's not do that. Let's not move my entire screen. If you have any general questions and you don't know who to email or anything like that, we're trying to make it really easy for you guys to contact us. You might not remember our email addresses, or some of us have multiple, like myself. I have the AV email, I have the general church hello email, I have the media email. We have, there's so many emails. I have my personal email over the years, and that has changed over the years. So sometimes your inbox and your contacts kind of, it's hard to keep up to date, especially with church. So we have this form here that you can just fill out your first name, your last name, your email address, so that we can get back to you. We can answer you. Phone number is optional. You can see it doesn't have the little star up here. And then your message, what would you like to say? Who would you like to contact, or anything like that? And then just hit submit, and we will get an email immediately. And once we get to that, then we can answer your message. But also another cool feature that is built into our website is, you see this little button down here. It looks like a chat box. A lot of websites are utilizing this now. But our church website has one, so it's really awesome. You just click on that, and it's a little chat window. So right now it says, hello, how can we help? We're here to help you find your next step in your relationship with God. And so you can type in your question there. You don't even have to go through the whole form. So let's say we were back on the home page, and we'll let it generate, and then just click on that, type in whatever you want. Let's say we'll just do testing chat bubble, right? And so we'll generate that, and you'll get a response from our chat bot, because right now I think I have it set to like we're away, right? Because I'm not sitting here just watching for this to, people to respond here. So we'll ask for your email address, and you submit that, and we'll be notified again that you were trying to contact us, which is pretty awesome. So it's kind of a lot of things to manage. So I just wanted to show you guys that there's a lot of ways that you can contact us. There's also Facebook, Instagram, right? All the social medias. We have our YouTube page that you can comment on. So there's a lot of different ways. So I think probably the best way is this little chat bubble here if you don't remember any of our emails or anything like that. And then we can get to answering that as soon as we can. So that's great. Let's see, let me go back to our outdoor service registration page. So that's where we need to go to register for our outdoor services moving forward. So I'll click on that. You can see what it looks like. We have a little picture of a hand sanitizer and some masks back there. You know, got to stay safe. But plan a visit. So that's this page right here. So we would like you to please read through the guidelines for the attendance. We have it all listed right here. And then at the bottom, there's this form, register here. So you'll fill out the form, you put in your name, your spouse's name if you are signing up or registering for both of you, the best email to for us to email you back if we need to, right? Because maybe the one who's emailing might not be the best email. Maybe it's your spouse. So you can put the best email address for us to contact you. The next section is if you are planning to bring children, how many? So just click the drop down here. And I don't know of anyone who has more than 5 kids, so I only put 5. But you can just send us an email through the chat bot if you need more, or if you have my phone number, you can just text me and say, hey, I have a lot of kids coming, which I don't think that's going to be the case for our outdoor services right now, as we're trying to figure all this out, but there's an option for you there if you are bringing your kids. And then lastly, there's 2 questions that are very important for us here, right? Have you been contacted? Have you been in contact with anyone with a fever, recently had one yourself, or been in contact with anyone who has COVID, right? And you would click yes or no, whatever is applicable to you. And then can you follow the guidelines set by the Sac Metro Church, especially wearing a mask at all times, keeping 6 feet away from one another, and no physical contact, right? And then yes or no, and then submit. Our task force that we've put together to go over the guidelines and come up with guidelines for our church based on the local guidelines. They put a lot of work into trying to make sure that we take this seriously, that we stay safe. And I loved what Pat said on midweek last week, where we just, we want to follow the guidelines and obey, but also we want to make everyone who visits feel comfortable, right? Like, we don't want somebody visiting and whatever they're feeling, right? We don't want a stumbling block from them coming back or even starting a relationship with God. Have to be with, we don't want that reason for them not to come back because we weren't following guidelines, or they didn't feel safe, right? That would be the worst thing. And I know, like, it's tough, it's tough during these times where people feel different things, and there's a lot of disinformation out there about COVID and what's right and what's wrong. But I would like to encourage us all to, let's defer to our task force, and if we have questions, we can ask them. Dave Kenny is very open to answering questions, and he would love to help us just think through and understand why we're doing what we're doing. But they're doing a great job, and I think it's going to be great. Looking forward to our outdoor service. So let me go back to our home page here. On the top here, you're probably not going to find everything, because we don't want to have buttons to every page up here and then also have buttons below for every page. That wouldn't be smart. That wouldn't be good web design practice. So up here, we'll just have our quick links, right? The things that you're just looking for, like the calendar, right? That's things that most people are looking for. Sermons, so what most people are looking for. We have this resource page that has some of our Bible studies guide on there. Working on updating that also. A link to our giving page, if anyone some people want to donate. Maybe they can, that's one of the hot pages that people go to. Job opportunities. So when we are opening up, once we start looking and things open up where we can start hiring more staff or even part-time staff or interns or anything like that, you can find that here in job opportunities. So right now we don't really have anything posted, but in the future that's where that will be. And then we have the contact us page up here again. So I'm going to click on the calendar page and take us there, because that's a very important page to stay up to date with us here at the Sac Metro Church. So what's new at Sac Metro? So the way this is built is I'm going to start with announcements, right? Like what's just happening this week. If you just want to see what's the next event coming in line in chronological order, right? You can just go to this page and look here and get pretty much the information that you need, right? So like this Wednesday is family group midweek online, right? I think we have 14 family groups now. I might be wrong, or maybe I forgot. We have a lot, which is awesome, right? We're all over the place. We have people, just all over Sacramento. And so I just put various times and locations because it does vary. Some people meet on Tuesday. A lot of people meet on Wednesday. But, we have these small groups for people to join. And they are generally placed or created geographically, right? Just so we can stay connected and just enjoy life together, right? So that's going on. There's also a link here for those who don't have a family group to meet with. You can go ahead and click that. Here, I'll click this here, and then it opens. Well, right now it doesn't open that, but you click on that, and you'll be able to email us to get connected with a family group. We have March Madness devotionals. This is round 3 coming up this Friday. I am pleased to announce that our campus ministry is pulling through. Our first week was a little rough. We only came home with 11 points. But this last Friday, we went up against Antelope Valley's campus ministry, and we pulled away with, I think, 51 points. So that's pretty awesome. So, and thanks to brothers like Deji, who came in. He's not necessarily in our campus ministry, but he wanted to help out. And I call him to ask just so that we can, have more reinforcements and, get more points. But it worked. But the idea of these March Madness games over Zoom with the Fresno Church, Fresno Church, Antelope Valley Church, Bakersfield Church, and Sacramento Church is, we want to start connecting our smaller churches, that are north of LA in California. And this is being spearheaded by John Oakes in Bakersfield. And he just really has a heart for our churches and really wants us to, try to be connected. And this is our first attempt here to bridge some of those gaps. And we're starting with the campus ministry, and it's a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to be fun, to be honest. Being on Zoom and playing games, I didn't, in my brain, it just couldn't process how could this be fun. But the Bakersfield interns did a great job at coming up with all the games and all the instructions, and it's a really fun time. So family group leaders, if you are wondering, how can we spice up our Zoom calls, or play some games for midweeks or something like that, let me know. I have all of the lists of all the games and instructions, and it's really fun, because we want to change it up, because Zoom is just what we have right now, and we're going to make it work. So that's cool. We have a teen devotional coming up. You can see that right here on Friday. Do I have my dates wrong? March 26th and March 25th. Okay, I'll fix that. But anyways, you can see we have our quick announcements right here for events. Like these are the events that are coming within the week. And then coming soon, if there's like big events like a harvest festival or something like that, I'll put just brief info about those as we go along. And if you scroll down a little further, you'll see the calendar. So it's set up in this format, which isn't as intuitive, in my opinion, compared to how we're used to seeing calendars on church websites. But again, our website right now is built to mobile first. If you're looking at it on your phone, it actually works out really well, because if it was a traditional calendar that shows the entire month, it gets really small and warped. And I don't know if you've seen Google calendars that are embedded on people's websites. It doesn't look that great, right? So ours, you just click on the event. So I'll click on this, and it'll bring up whatever details that we have to let you know. So the date, the time, a little description, or whatever, any links and stuff like that. So that's cool. Let me go back out of this. So if you scroll down, this is an important piece that people have been asking about. You can subscribe to the calendar. So if you click that, it will pull up the Google Calendar, because that's what we're using to push everything out onto the website. We're using this Google Calendar here, and you can subscribe just by pressing this plus button down here. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor as I'm going through. But yeah, you can do that, and you can change. You can look at it from a week, or you can look at it agenda-based, right? However you would like to look at that. And if you subscribe to it, you can set it up to where it will push the calendar onto your mobile device, which is pretty awesome, in my opinion. Let's see, let me go back. I'll just close that down. So yeah, that's how you subscribe to our calendar. Or you can just simply go to sacmetro.info/calendar, and you can go to this page, and it'll be pretty easy to navigate. Down here in the community board, this hasn't really been updated much, but I wanted to open it up to anyone who, if you have a local event or something like that, or maybe you're putting on an event, or just something that you want to share with the church, not so much like how you would share on Facebook, but just like, here's a cool tool, or here's a cool website, or something like that. You can go ahead and email that over to me. However, you can use the chat bot, or you can just email us, use the contact us page. There's a lot of ways. And then, if it's a cool resource, I would love to put it on here, so that people can see it, and we can share that way, share resources with one another. So this right here is the Culture Translator. It's something that I've been subscribed to for years now, but it's really cool. Basically what they do is for teens, and mostly for parents of teens, what they do is they have a newsletter that goes out, I think it's weekly. It might have changed to monthly now, but you can set up your, how do you want to receive it. But what they do is they pull different things out of culture, right? Things like what's the latest trend of, I don't know, social media challenges, or what's the latest slang on the streets, for teens. And it just helps you to kind of understand, like they do a really thorough and great job of researching and trying to explain what it is, and then also why it's important for parents to know for teens. And then even it goes a step further of giving you some prompts, or not prompts, questions, and how to engage with your teen about these topics. And it's been super helpful. I think this goes to the website. Yeah, access.org. So you can sign up there. In the teen ministry, we've recently been looking at what access.org has for LGBTQ plus community, and how teens and young people today are, especially young Christians, how they are interpreting what's happening in that community, and how to deal with it, right? And that's something that's a big topic right now for the youth. So it's really cool just to have a resource that people are actually digging into it and finding biblical ways and questions of how to address it with the youth and not not scare them away. And that's what we need. We need as much as possible to be able to interpret the world correctly and respond to it and help people to navigate their faith through that as well. So that's a really cool resource. And then at the bottom, I have some buttons here. So if you want to go to the Disciples Today website, which is the central hub website of our churches globally, you can find all the information for all of our churches there. It has the church. Let me just go there. It has the church locator, so you can all over the world you can find where our churches are at. Right, just type in wherever you're looking for, or just click on one of these, and it will get you the information for the church you're looking for, which is awesome. There's a lot of media, resources, events, things for leadership, which is really, really cool. So you guys can check that out. Also, it has the website for the ICOC. Well, this is a shortcut to the church locator. So when you click on that, it takes you straight to that, so you don't have to navigate through. So as we get more important links, you will see them here. This is usually my idea is, we'll use this as a place to connect our churches, so cool links here as they come up over time. So that is our calendar and announcements page. I'm going to skip the sermons because I feel like that's what people are looking for the most. So you'll have to sit through this entire, no, I'm just kidding. I'll click on it. So the sermons, I just uploaded Anthony's sermon on YouTube. And so our YouTube channel is going to be the place that houses all of our videos. And then we're going to push them out to different places because YouTube is awesome and they like to play nice with people's websites. So that's what's hosting this, and it's getting pushed out to this page. And so you can click on that, and it will take you to its own page where you can watch the YouTube video here. So, and that's just the sermon. Has a little bit of information down there, and then what's up next, so you can go to other sermons. So let's navigate back. The latest and greatest post that has been uploaded onto our website will be here always. So you can see it says latest right here. So all the latest videos you'll see right here. And then it goes down into all our other videos. And I'm trying to set it up where it posts chronologically. You can see from here. We're missing a few. We're missing February. Which I have to still edit. Takes a lot. The editing process is a lot. It's a lot just to get them ready for Sunday, and then there's a lot of post-production work to get it set up. We can just post it and it be whatever, but look, it looks so pretty. And that's what we want. We want to make it easy for everyone to navigate and try to keep your attention and find what you need without having to worry about scrolling through anything too much, right? So you'll see, we have these videos up right now and more. If you go beyond the chronological, this is the chronological feed here. Then we have playlists. So I'm setting up playlists. So here's our sermon playlist. So it will, because eventually we're going to have different videos, right? We'll have Sunday's sermon. We'll have Wednesday's midweek lessons and stuff like that. So I'll try to organize them in playlists for you, so you can see here. If you click on this playlist, it goes to the sermons, and then there's going to be a space to watch the full service, right? Because I'm not sure. Thinking as a guest going to our website, right? Are they looking to watch an entire hour? Is that what people are looking for? Or are they looking for just the sermon? A lot of times it's just the sermon, so I've prioritized that. But I will be creating this playlist that will house all of our full service videos. Now, I will say, if you guys can be helping out with praying for this, it's on YouTube. I haven't really made the full services completely accessible all the time, because there are worship videos on there that we're still trying to figure out all the legal stuff. I think because of COVID and everything, um, you know, YouTube and the algorithms are kind of playing nice, and they're letting us put stuff out there because it's a necessity. But there are copyright issues if we are making uh, another recording of a song that we don't own rights to, right? And so I'm trying to make sure that we're protected. So the workaround right now is to publish the full service on our YouTube channel as an unlisted video, and then pushing that out like privately to our website here. So you'll see that populate as I get to them in full service here. So I can click on that. So like for this one of Ken's first ones, you can see it's an hour long, and it's the entire service, right? And if you guys are hearing the leaf blower, I'm sorry. It's kind of loud here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is our sermons page. Resources, like I said, if you have to click on the Bible study guide. I have some pages here for some of the Bible studies, but I haven't put them all on here yet. I kind of stopped because I heard that there was an app that was out called First Principle Studies. So if you go into your app store of your iPhone or Android and look for First Principles Bible studies, one of our churches created an app that has all of them in there, and you can just use that. But I still want to build this out so we have our own as well on our website for those who don't want to download another app, because I get it. And that's why we don't have an app for our church, because it's a lot. So I'll be working on this for us as well, getting that up to date. And I think that is everything. That is our entire website as it is right now. Like I said, it is built mobile first so that it looks nice on your phone. I don't know if you've seen websites that aren't built responsively, right? There's best practice right now for web development is called responsive design. That's where your website changes, it morphs depending on what screen you're looking at, right? So there's some websites that look different on your desktop than it does on your phone because that's responsive design. And so our website is built to mobile first using responsive design techniques to make it look as good as it can and attractive as possible for the user, however they're viewing it. So that's that. I think that is pretty good for our first tutorial Tuesday. I'm going to try to keep it within a half hour. Where am I at right now? A little over. And I didn't start at 5 because we've never went live on our Facebook group before. So I needed to figure that out. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I keep learning that things are constantly changing, especially with Facebook. They're constantly changing stuff. So let me go back to my screen. That's it for today. I will be back next week. I think next week we'll go over maybe Zoom or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments or something what you guys want to have a tutorial over, or just go through different things, and I'll try my best to walk us through some best practices. So like with Zoom, maybe we'll do like Zoom etiquette, right? Like you see, I have a external camera looking straight at my face. It's not down. You've seen those video calls where people are looking like this, looking down, and just makes it's awkward. It makes me want to lean back as well. So it's not as natural. So different things like that, or muting and unmuting at different points and all that stuff. So we can go over that. I was thinking of going over Facebook also, our Facebook page. Facebook groups and why we have a page, why we have a group, what's the benefits, how can you share, like all those things. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Oops. My camera's dying. Okay. Perfect. That's my on-screen or the pre-screen if you guys were there. That's what it looks like. But I can change that. You know, eventually I'll go over live streaming also, which would be cool. How do we live stream and how it works. And so we can see all that stuff. So Tutorial Tuesdays, I am Chris Pontino, and thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys have any questions, I'll stay on for another couple minutes, and you can type in a question, and I'll put it on the screen here. So Facebook user, I don't know exactly who that is because we have to work on that. Like I said, Facebook does not like to play nice for some reason, but I'll get that set up for next week. So doing a Zoom call and the call at the same time. Wow, multitasking. Thanks, whoever you are. I'm glad you think I'm doing great. I feel like I'm just trying to figure things out along with you. And another Facebook user says thank you. So thanks, guys. If you don't have anything else, any questions for me, or if you do have any questions after the fact, you can always just leave it in the comments or text or email me, and we'll get through it together. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and I will see you on Sunday. All right, see you guys. Have a good week.